I am a child of the late 60s and 70s. And probably when I was 11, there was a march or something at this college, Kent State University. And 2 or 3 college students were killed by the National Guard. And it was an awakening for me because, number one, they were college students. They were all, I think, European heritage. And I realized that I couldn't, and I thought at the time I was a peacemaker then at 11. And then I realized that I couldn't solve the problems in my own world, so how could I solve the problems in somebody else's world? So I started working on me at 11.
At 11?
Most people think that it's all about peace and love and harmony and make love not war, and it's bigger than that. It is trying to save the world, but it's a methodology. There are steps. There's 1, 2, 3, do this, do that, do the next thing. There's structure to becoming a peacemaker. Like I said, you start with yourself. You go to the people the closest to you, your friends, your families. You go to your workplace, your city, your state, your country, the world. Well, and at every one of those levels, there's a learning opportunity. There is a skill level that can be increased every step of the way. You know, I think that learning to be a educator and someone that focuses on conflict resolution is a lifelong thing, You have to work on it day to day because you always have conflict and you're always going to have something to work through. I was conducting a peer mediation training here at our offices during the summer one year. And I think I had about 20 kids, 20 young people here. It was a lot for a workshop. And basically I was doing it by myself. And I had some young people who had been through my training before, but they were acting as helpers for me. So there were, it was a mixed group, middle school and high school. So there were 2 middle school boys sitting in the second row of this row of chairs. And in front of them was a high school boy who had come with his girlfriend. And his girlfriend was a previously trained young person who was acting as a helper, had been, she had been around for 2 or 3 years in our programming. And so I was handing out papers and moving around or something. And I heard the young lady say, she sat down next to her boyfriend in front of the 2 middle school boys. And I heard her say, "Do y'all need some help back there?" And I turned around and she was looking at me, she was looking in my direction, but the boys were behind her. She says, "Y'all need some help back there?" And her boyfriend says, "Leave them alone, now you're meddling in their business." She says, "No, I'm not. I'm a peer mediator. I help people with their conflicts all the time." And I was like, woo! I was really happy. And this was not a lightweight girl. I mean, she lived in the neighborhood, and she was a fighter. And the boys looked at each other, like back and forth, and they chilled, they cooled on down. It was all good. That was one of my favorite stories. If I had $1 million, I would still be working at PeaceCasters. I would still be trying to teach people the skills they need to manage their conflicts better, because it's bigger than a paycheck. It's bigger than something to do or, a feel-good cause, as the saying goes.